if we're going to be completely honest, she's having a complete nightmare season. A complete nightmare season post hiring. Duke are 3-3. They were originally ranked, if I'm not mistaken, in the top 10. They were ranked in the top 10. They were ranked the 7th best team in the nation. And they lost to Baylor, who lost to Iowa without chit chat for the second half, and with Addy Deal continuing to struggle to start the season. They lost to an Iowa team that's not going to be.
The bombshell hit hard. Team USA's coach Carol Austin is spiraling through a complete nightmare season, leaving fans to openly question what this catastrophic performance means for the future of their most prized talents. Whispers are already growing louder, echoing concerns that this coaching failure could force players, even undeniable superstars like Caitlin Clark, to consider a shocking exit from Olympic contention. The silence from the stars themselves is deafening. As the world watches, will this coaching disaster shatter Team USA's seemingly unbreakable dominance? Is the Dream Team already in jeopardy before it even forms? The stakes couldn't be higher for Clark and the entire squad.
Out chit chat for the second half, and with Addy Deal continuing to struggle to start the season. They lost to an Iowa team that's not going to be at their full capacity for the season. That is a scary, scary thing if you are Duke. Like, they lost to a team that I'm not going to say is not great, isn't a great team, because Iowa are a very solid team. That being said, like, Baylor, if they're this elite team, shouldn't have lost that game, and they beat Duke. Not only that, if you're looking at their games,
Carol Austin, the woman entrusted with leading Team USA, including legends in the making like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Aja Wilson, is overseeing a train wreck at Duke. Her collegiate program, once heralded and ranked within the nation's top 10, has completely collapsed. This isn't just a minor setback, it's a profound and disturbing downfall that has cascaded through the collegiate season, casting a dark shadow over her upcoming Olympic responsibilities. The very foundation of confidence in her leadership is crumbling, creating an urgent and undeniable crisis for the national team's preparation.
Baylor, if they're this elite team, shouldn't have lost that game, and they beat Duke. Not only that, if you're looking at their games, they scored 49 points against West Virginia. They scored 71 points against LIB. And they played USF. And wait, who's USF's current coach? Do they still have the is their coach up on the box score? No. Is their coach the dude who coached the Wings?
The raw numbers tell a brutal story. Duke, under Coach Austin, has a dismal 3-3 record. And not just bad, it's a shocking descent for a team initially ranked 7th in the entire nation, a position that promised dominance and a deep tournament run. To fall from such heights to an even record within a few weeks speaks volumes about the disarray within the program. The question isn't just about Duke anymore, it's about the ripple effect this instability could have on a world stage, potentially influencing the decisions of the very players Austin is meant to inspire.
They lost by 13 to a team that is not very good. Like, again, they're not terrible. They lost to Fairfield. They lost to FIU, or say they beat FIU. They lost to Fairfield. Fair enough losing to UCLA. Like, it is what it is. You're not going to beat UCLA. But they beat Duke. And this is a Duke team that just can't score. They just can't score, and they're a terrible offensive team. And we've now got in her defense, she has been a good defensive coach. And maybe
Perhaps the most humiliating defeat came against Baylor, a team whose own struggles were exposed by Iowa. What makes this loss truly staggering is that Iowa, in that very game, was playing without key players for an entire half and still managed to overcome Baylor. Duke, with its full roster and supposed top-tier talent, then fell to the same vulnerable Baylor squad. This is not just a loss, it's a glaring indicator of fundamental issues, a weakness that could reverberate through the Team USA locker room, making players wonder about the leadership.
We've now got in her defense, she has been a good defensive coach. And maybe the sheer offensive talent of the team. But like since Cara Lawson has been hired, as the Team USA coach. She has been horrendous. And not only that, it's now at the stage where everything, like the amount of people being like, oh, I don't know, like already saying, you know what, shout out Layla Khan and Janelle Salon for your future Olympic gold medals. Go and win the world.
The offensive woes are nothing short of catastrophic. Against West Virginia, Duke mustered a pathetic 40 wins in modern basketball. That scoreline is almost unheard of for a major program. It screams of a team utterly incapable of generating offense, lacking flow, creativity, and basic scoring ability. This anemic performance isn't merely a bad game. It highlights a systemic problem under Austin's guidance, raising alarm bells about her capacity to unleash the scoring potential of Team USA's offensive powerhouses.
Oh, I don't know. Like already saying, you know what, shout out Layla Khan and Janelle Salon for your future Olympic gold medals. Go and win the world championship. Like there are people concerned for the first time ever about the Team USA national team. I wouldn't be. I think their players are too good. I don't think there's any coach that will lose. If they pick the right team, I don't think there's a coach that will lose. Like, if you go out with a 5 of Caitlin Clark at the 1, Paige Beckers at the 2, Sonia Citron at the 3, because I think Sonia Citron is a better fit at that 3 position rather than just...
Another stunning defeat saw Duke lose by 13 points to the University of South Florida. To put this in perspective, USF is a team that currently lacks a proper head coach, operating under an interim. The team has a squad that has themselves suffered losses to lesser opponents like Fairfield. For a nationally ranked Duke team to be so thoroughly outplayed by a program in such disarray is bewildering. This result further solidifies the perception of Austin's failure, suggesting her team is routinely underperforming against any level of competition. The consistent pattern is undeniable. Duke simply cannot score. They are unequivocally a terrible offensive team. This isn't a one-off slump. It's a deep-seated issue that has defined their season. The lack of offensive cohesion and execution directly points to a significant flaw in coaching philosophy or implementation. How can a coach struggling to generate 70 points against an opponent, or even 50 against West Virginia, be expected to orchestrate a gold medal winning offense for the most talented roster in the world? This question now looms large over Team USA.
Match up well to them. And the difference is now is that they kind of know that France are there, and they're not there to be they're not just there as a we're guaranteed to win the gold. They know they're not guaranteed to win the gold, and that's kind of what, when Team USA lose or come get a scare, they tend to not lose. When they get a scare, they tend to start playing better and lock in, because when Team USA locks in, it doesn't matter who the coach is, they're going to win. They're going to win. It's just when they go in arrogant, that's every time you look at Team USA winning, it's very rarely been a talent.
While it's fair to acknowledge Carol Austin's historical reputation as a strong defensive coach, her overall performance since being named Team USA coach has been frankly horrendous. The defensive acumen, impressive as it may be, cannot mask the glaring offensive deficiencies and the string of perplexing losses. This dichotomy creates a dangerous imbalance. A team might stop opponents, but without the ability to put points on the board, victory remains elusive. This stark reality casts doubt on her readiness for the Olympic stage, where offense is often key to breaking stalemates.
And maybe instead of Sabrina, you bring... Your Nike won't let you not bring Sabrina, but maybe instead of Sabrina, you bring Kat Copper. But then your vets to end the bench, Chelsea Gray, Alyssa Thomas. Like, you do not lose if you bring that team. There's no coaching involved. So a lot of people are worried about Carol Lawson. There is no coach bad enough to lose with that team, because there's no lineup. You could run Caitlin Clark as center, and you're probably going to win with that lineup. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is pretty much it. That is talking about this, because a lot of people are worried that, all of a sudden they're going to go and lose.
The growing unease among fans and analysts is palpable. For the first time ever, there's genuine concern about the future of Team USA. This isn't the usual pre-tournament jitters. It's a deep-seated anxiety stemming directly from the public perception of Coach Austin's collegiate struggles. People are openly asking if this nightmare season signals deeper issues that could impact the Olympic squad, sparking conversations about whether the world's most dominant team is truly prepared to maintain its legendary status under such controversial leadership. The discourse has reached a critical stage, with some observers already predicting a potential downfall for Team USA, suggesting their Olympic gold medals are not guaranteed. There's a cynical undercurrent among certain commentators, almost prematurely handing future world championships to other nations. This level of public doubt, unprecedented for Team USA, highlights the severe crisis of confidence surrounding Coach Austin. The narrative has shifted from will they win to can they even compete. This is a truly shocking development. However, a counter-argument offers a glimmer of hope, emphasizing the unparalleled individual talents set to comprise Team USA. With players like Caitlin Clark, Paige Buchers, A'ja Wilson, and Breanna Stewart, the sheer skill level might simply be too overwhelming for any coach, even one experiencing a nightmare season, to derail. The belief is that these generational talents are so formidable that their collective brilliance transcends coaching deficiencies, capable of winning purely on star power and innate basketball genius. Imagine the ultimate lineup: Caitlin Clark orchestrating the offense at point guard, Paige Buchers as the dynamic two guard, and Sania Rivers providing crucial versatility at the three. This combination alone forms an unstoppable offensive engine. Add Stewart at the 4 and A'ja Wilson anchoring the 5, and you have a starting 5 built for absolute dominance. The plan is simple: funnel everything through defense, then let Clark run the show offensively, averaging huge assists and facilitating a high-scoring attack. This lineup promises an offense unlike any other. The strategic selection extends beyond raw talent, focusing on optimal fit. Sania Rivers, for instance, is seen as a better fit at the 3 position than other potential stars, ensuring team cohesion. Similarly, Breanna Stewart's superior performance for Team USA trumps even other highly skilled players, ensuring she comes off the bench. This careful consideration of roles, rather than just individual accolades, is designed to create a harmonious and ruthlessly efficient squad, maximizing every player's impact on the court. The depth of this projected roster is simply staggering, extending far beyond the starting 5. The bench would include impact players like Jackie Young at the 1, Angel Reese bringing unparalleled energy, and Aliyah Boston as the crucial backup center. Plus, with veterans like Sabrina Ionescu and Chelsea Gray, the team's second unit would be just as formidable, if not more so, than many national team starters. This ensures consistent pressure and fresh legs throughout the entire game, making the team virtually impenetrable. The boldest assertion is this: it doesn't matter who the coach is, or how bad their collegiate season has been. As long as this team is selected, the collective talent is so immense, so overwhelming, that no coach could possibly lose with it. You could, theoretically, run Caitlin Clark at center and still emerge victorious. This theory suggests that Team USA's success is player-driven, a testament to generational talent, rather than solely reliant on tactical genius from the sidelines, rendering coaching controversies almost irrelevant. While current concerns about Team USA's coach are new, the team has faced scares before. The last Olympics saw them nearly fall to a fiercely competitive French team. That near loss served as a wake-up call, a moment of profound vulnerability that forced the team to confront its own complacency. This history suggests that when Team USA is truly challenged, when they receive a genuine scare, they tend to lock in, refocus, and perform at an even higher, more dominant level than before. The true Achilles heel for Team USA historically has not been a lack of talent, nor ultimately poor coaching, but often an issue of arrogance. Sometimes they enter tournaments assuming victory is guaranteed, leading to a lack of fundamental basketball and a failure to play cohesively as a unit. Unlike other international teams who train together for years, Team USA stars often struggle to gel immediately. This underlying issue, a collective mindset rather than individual skill, is the only real threat to their dominance. Therefore, despite Carol Austin's tumultuous season at Duke, the consensus for many is that she is simply not bad enough to lose for Team USA. The logic is compelling. If the selection committee does its job and picks the right mix of young phenoms and seasoned veterans, the team's victory is practically assured. The sheer talent pool is a fail-safe against any coaching blunders, ensuring that the Olympic dream remains firmly within reach, regardless of what's happening at the collegiate level. The ultimate guarantee hinges on one critical factor: player selection. Bring Caitlin Clark, Paige Buchers, Angel Reese, Sania Rivers, and even the formidable Sarah Strong to the Olympics, alongside veterans like Stewart, Wilson, and Aliyah Boston. And victory is inevitable. This unparalleled blend of youth and experience creates an unstoppable force, a lineup so stacked that coaching strategy becomes secondary. The players themselves are the strategy, guaranteeing that any talk of an exit due to coaching is ultimately unfounded. So while the alarm bells ring loudly over Coach Austin's failures and the public speculates wildly about potential player exits, the overwhelming consensus remains: Team USA's destiny rests in the hands of its players. The real stakes aren't just about winning another gold medal. They're about whether the selection process avoids any missteps and truly unleashes this unprecedented generation of talent. And if they overcome the narrative of coaching struggle to preserve their legendary dominance, or will this moment truly force stars like Clark to reconsider their commitment? The world waits for the answer.